here in the rec room, and apparently we've completely lost our low suction group. 114 psi. That's our set point. So our rec B has failed. Let's see what's going on. That's rec B. That's A. Alright guys, I'm sorry I couldn't shoot too much video, but our main problem was that our discharge set point was too low. So you go to discharge, setup, then you go to alarms right here. So the set point was set at 290 psi, which is too low for this refrigerant 449. So one of my supervisors had me set it to about 340 just so we can get the compressors running, because I would bang on about 3 or 4 compressors and we would be tripping right here at about 290 psi. See, that's what it's at right now. So the condenser, all the fans are running, condenser's semi-clean. So I came in and I checked all the suction valves. I thought maybe one of the compressors was bypassing hot gas and it was bringing my suction up. So our suction is still pretty high. We're probably going to close off some EPRs right now so we can manage some of the load. All right, so let's shut off, that circuit 8 is off. Let's shut off circuit 7, 6, and 5. It's gonna run 4, 3, 2, and 1 so we don't overload these compressors with all that hot gas coming back from the cases. So look at that. We're at about 269 psi now. See, that's the only problem. We're gonna start kicking off compressors. So our suction's coming down now. That's our set point, 42 for B2. And for B1, set point's 51. So I'm gonna give it some time to run, and once that set point comes down, we're gonna go ahead and start opening up these right here, and then we'll get back to you. We're almost at set point. Net pressure is almost 300. That's our discharge. So I still got this one and this one closed. I'm gonna open them up. Make sure we start pulling down everything. Open. I shut this one because it's a beverage jack, so that's not super critical. There we go. That's open now. There. That's open. So see, now we're good. Go to B1. All our compressors are on. Unloader's on. We're at about 300 psi. We're almost at set point for our suction. So we're doing a lot better than we were when I got here. It was a little scary, not gonna lie, but here we are. You just gotta do the thing. Shut your mouth and keep moving. And see, we don't have any alarms anymore. Start looking at our circuits. All of our circuits are, that's rec A, we're on rec B, right here, B1. So this one's still pulling down. And then you got, that one's at set point. That one's still in defrost. So everything's about set point. got this rack back up and running. Alright guys, I just contacted the monitoring company. They have verified that everything is coming down to temp. So this one's dropping. That one's doing good. And they had already emptied everything out. All the workers just looked at me like, are you serious? We have to restock everything? Sorry, just here to fix shit. So all the cases are coming down to temp. Gonna go ahead and go grab all their stuff from the rack and get out of here. Alright guys, 9 o'clock. We left that at one call where the rack was down. Now we're going to another call where we got a walk-in freezer down. So we'll see what we find over on this one. See you inside. Alright guys, so we're here at the freezer. Freezer at 30 degrees. Let's see what we find in here. Oh, the fans are running. Let's close this door. There we go. So all fans are running. It's an electric defrost. Oh, let's see what's going on back there. Got a clear coil. Definitely got a clear coil. Let's see what this CO1 case is. Go outside. So right now we're gonna go to sensors and we want to see C1. So that's how I think. See C1 discharge 230. C1 refrigerant leak. Look at that suction 56. So we need to find this condensing unit. Yeah, this is more likely a condensing unit. We need to jump on top of the box and see if we can find it. Let's go out there. All right, guys, so we had to get up on the roof. This is one of those multi-story parking complex building styles. I imagine most of these places have like water source heat pumps and stuff. So that's why we're up here. But let's go check out if we can find C1, condensing unit C1, and see if we can't figure out what's going on with it. That's why we can. That's D1, D3. Let's see what's going on here. Condensing unit 1. See if we get a tag on it. Oh, my battery's going dead. Right there, C1. 449A, 75 pounds, and the unit's off. So let's find out what's going on. All right, guys, so we're gonna check the basics first. See if we got voltage. 213, 1 and 3. Shit, I can't see, I'm sorry. 1 and 3, 212, and then 2 and 3, 216. So we got voltage. I just took these covers off. See if we're not open on any safeties. I haven't checked this yet. So between, what is a high pressure switch? So we're open on our high pressure switch. See what's going on. Let's just check our low pressure for shits and giggles. All right, so our low pressure is closed. Okay, so we know we're open on high pressure, and I'm not gonna. Where am I? Sorry. I'm not gonna reset that just yet. Let's find out what's going on. See if our motors are good to go. All right, gents. So I checked fuses 1 and 2, right there. Right here, fuse 1, fuse 2 goes to your motors. so before I start this unit up, I was just looking at the schematic. So this ambient temperature switch controls fan motor number 2, and fan motor number 1 is controlled by the FCP. I imagine that's fan cycle, fan cycling on pressure. So we need to check that out. I already checked the load side of the contactor. It's not grounded. So let's just see what we got. We're gonna go ahead and reset that, see if that's our problem. And if something catastrophic happens, we'll shut it off right there. But let's go to check our condenser coil. Condensing coil is not bad. This side is, they're not bad. It's not enough to make a strip on high head, so let's go ahead and start this baby up. So, both fans are running. They seem to be running the right way. So let's hook the probes up, see what we find. I got a real good amount of airflow. Check your pressures. Alright guys, so we're getting about 117 degrees saturation, 89 degree ambient, so 90. So that's about, it's about 26, 27 degrees over ambient. That's not bad. I know that's not a perfect way of checking your pressures, but you'll get a good idea of what you're running. Sight glass is running clear. So refrigerant charge is not an issue. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this unit off. I'm going to pull the fuses, the fan fuses, and I'm going to see at what point it trips. See if this unit's not tripping prematurely. According to here, they have it set for about 425 or so. Just got to check the accuracy of that. Make sure it's not tripping before that. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. Let it going. See when it decides to cut out. There it goes. Got about 425 pound cutout. So we know the cutout's good. So let's put these fuses back in and get it running. Alright guys, so everything's checked out so far. So there's only two things that I'm going to check now is condenser fan motors. Make sure that they are within their amperage range, you know, make sure they're not cutting out during the day when it's hot. And lastly, we're gonna check these capacitors. So if everything checks out, we're just gonna go ahead and put this on a follow-up and come in tomorrow, preferably during the hot part of the day, and see what the unit's doing. But since the motors are all covered up, can't see any data tags, you're gonna have to sort of base it off of this. We have two condenser fan motors, should be pulling about 5.4 amps together. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. So this is one of the motors, it's pulling 2 amps. And then this is the other motor right here. It's pulling, let's light out the way, 2.1 amps. Seems pretty good. If you check both of them together right here, pulling about 4.5 amps. So the motors seem to be working good. They're not over amping or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and check the capacitors now, and we'll see what we get on them. so I can test these out real quick. So we're gonna check the microfarads inside. 7.0, and right there I wrote it down, 7.5 for the next guy. You gotta pull these out a bit, see what the bottom one's reading. 7.0. So these are 7.5. I'm sure that's not bad. Possibly, well, maybe they're not within that 6%, but I'm pretty sure that's not the reason. They're, if a fan tripped out, it's not because of the capacitor. So they're pretty good. All right. So that's about all that I can think of to do for this one. We haven't had any, there you go, that one just cycled on. So that fan pressure cycling is good. Only other thing I can think of would be starting talking about the headmaster, but it has not been remotely cold here. It's freaking summer in Texas. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this down as a follow-up, and we'll try to come out here tomorrow during the daytime and see if we can't catch it in the act. But other than that, that is it, gents. There's nothing else I can really check on this one. We'll come back tomorrow and give it a second look. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call dispatch and see if we got another call. It is, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock at night. See what they got for us. The unit went into defrost when I was up on the roof. And so we're running about 7 degrees. Set point is -10. This freezer is gonna pull down no problem. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We'll tell the manager that we'll be back tomorrow and check it during the hot part of the day, see if anything happens. But for now, gents, that's it. I just called in. We don't have another call for tonight. I know I'm gonna jinx myself. It's already gonna be 11, but we'll see if we don't get called out tonight. If we do, we'll continue this video.